Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today we're talking about the power of focus. Are you ready? Let's get started. I'm often asked for a foundational principle of leadership to share with a group or with someone who's interviewing me, and my answer is the same. To be a remarkable leader requires that we are focused on others, that we are other-focused. You cannot be a successful leader over a long period of time being focused on yourself. You must be other-focused. The longer that I live and the longer that I lead, the more convinced of this fact I become. Now, some people would say, well, Kevin, isn't that just servant leadership? Now, I'm a big fan of servant leadership, and in fact, I've been known to tell people that the only problem with the phrase servant leadership is that the word servant is redundant, that you can't lead without being other-focused. But you know, oftentimes when you talk to people about servant leadership, you get a little bit of an eye roll or a little bit of a deep pause or a deep breath, and so I went one day and looked up in my dictionary definitions of servant, and here's what I found. First, a servant is a person who performs duties for others. And secondly, I found that a servant is a devoted and helpful follower or supporter. Now, if I look at those two ideas, someone who performs duties for others and is a devoted and helpful follower or supporter, those sound like great things for leaders. But what I have often found is that some leaders get a little bit stuck with the word servant, that it feels like it's below the other person. And so when we think about the hierarchy of an organization, people get stuck on that. That's why I use the word other-focused to get past that, to get out of any stuckness that people might, that's a technical term, stuckness that people might have with the word servant. We're really not talking about something different, but I think we're talking about it in a way that hopefully makes it more intuitively helpful to you. Now let me tell you a story of two leaders. One leader both of these leaders are high achievers. They are driven. They have high expectations for their team. They want to be successful. And one of those leaders has a mentality that says, I've got to take care of myself first. I'm leading this team to help me achieve things. And they have very much a me mentality. And the second of these high achieving, driven, high expectation leaders is that their focus and their mindset is to take care of others and trust that when they're taking care of others, things will go well for them personally. Now, my question for you is, which of these people would you choose to follow? See, that's an important question. Chances are you're going to choose to follow that second person, right? The one that has a focus external to themselves on others, not about their ego, not about themselves, but about others. But the other important thing that I just said was, notice how I framed that question. Which will you choose to follow? See, a highly effective leader recognizes that at the end of the day, they're not a leader because of their title or their position, but because others are choosing to follow. And if others are choosing to follow, they're doing that in part because they know that their leader cares, understands them, cares about them, wants them to be successful, and is supporting them in being more successful. Remarkable leaders are focused on others, not just themselves. That's where I hope that you will think about putting your focus. That's my challenge for you, is to put your focus on others rather than yourselves if you want to lead more effectively. Let me close with today's tweet. Remarkable leaders are focused on others more than themselves. If you've watched more than one episode of Remarkable TV, you know that our focus is on leadership and learning here, and that's the focus on my blog as well, the Leadership and Learning blog. And so I hope that you'll join us there. All of these episodes are found on my blog. You may have found us there, which means you already know. But you know what? If you go to blog.kevineikenberry.com, you're going to find great content every week to help you become the leader you were born to be. I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you right back here next week for another episode of Remarkable TV.